Once I see you.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, December 30th. Wow, just one more day left in 2020. I think we'll all be glad to see it go. I'm giving it a minute for Bill to give me the thumbs up that he can see me. All right. Hey, Crystal, nice to see you. So this evening, we're going to talk about sweet ice cream. This is a set that's coming out in the new catalog in 5 days. So the new mini catalog that's good from January till June of 2021 goes along with the celebrations. So this is a bundle that's on page 49, and it's $31.50, and it comes with the stamp set. It's just so cute. Happy birthday, treat yourself, you're so cool, you melt my heart, hope it's sweet, thank you, with sprinkles on top. And you can build ice cream or fudge bars, sprinkles, and then the ice cream builder cone punch. So the cone and the ice cream on top. And then you can upgrade that to the bundle. And with the bundle, this is the bundle. You can upgrade it to the suite. If you do the suite, it adds in this Blackberry Bliss ribbon, which is really pretty. The ice cream sprinkles. I just think those are so pretty. I love the colors. And then this gorgeous paper. So again, it's double-sided. So the ice cream, the back of it looks like a waffle cone. The ice cream bars has stripes on the back. And then these ones that sort of give you that impression of like a melted ice cream bar. And then the different colors, of course. Some blues and greens. Regular ice sugar cones. I love all those different colors. Pacific Point, Balmy Blue, Rich Razzleberry, Purple Posy, and then some jimmies or sprinkles. So, hi Barb. So, tonight we're going to have some fun with these, and I'm even going to show you something a little outside the box to do with the punch. So I'm going to bring in some cards I did. This is the first one I made. It's just really, really simple. I just took a piece of the DSP and then a piece of Pool Party behind it that I stamped some of the little dots on it to sort of match what was here. And then I just did the happy birthday on a 1 by 3.5, and then the terracotta that's behind it is just 1/8 of an inch bigger both ways. Glued down some of the little sprinkles. And then I have to tell you, I always tell on myself, but just as I finished this card, I opened it to stamp something on the inside, and this fell in my ink pad. Be careful with opening pads. And it was a mess. I don't know if you can see it down underneath there, but what I decided to do, instead of wasting a whole card, I just took this Hope It's Sweet, stamped it out, cut it up, and put it over it, and it covers it enough. So that is that card. The next card, this is one that when I went to the Stampin' Up! Convention in November, a woman was demonstrating this. I don't remember her name, but she made this shaker card. And I'm going to call it a faux shaker because it's different than any other shaker card I had seen. But it's so simple and so fun, and it's still small enough to fit in the mailbox and in an envelope and go with regular postage. So we're actually going to make this card this evening. So let's go ahead and make this one, and then I'll show you my last one I had. And I even decided to decorate the envelope a little bit. So let me pull the kit in to make this one. We'll start with it first. So here's the piece for the envelope. It's about 2 1/4 by about 6 inches here. And I'm just going to grab some glue. We're going to start with the envelope. And I'm just going to put some glue on. And then I'm just going to line that up, make sure it's centered. And we'll just let that dry a little bit. And then all you have to do is trim that out. And it looks cute because your envelope then matches your card inside. Just a little way to spruce up the card when it's going out in the mail. And I don't know, last week we did that spring fruit and different things. And some of you that know me and follow me on my regular Facebook page, you know I love ice cream at any time. So this was right up my alley this week. Hey, Linda. So this is just a card sleeve. Standard sleeve, nothing fancy about it. Has a little bit of glue on it. And so that's how we're going to do our shaker card. Now, this card I cut at 5.5 by 8.5. Scored it at the 4 1/4. I went ahead and did my piece inside 4 by 5 1/4. I had an extra piece of the ice cream cone paper, so I put it on there and stamped Happy Birthday in this rich raspberry inside. So what we're going to do is build the front of the card. I think you're going to be shocked at how simple this is. So the next one I had was, all of a sudden the color went straight out of my mind. It's not Coastal Cabana, or maybe it is. All right. Anyway, I will get back to you. Well, you know what? This is a nice thing. When they give you the colors, it's Bermuda Bay. All the colors are listed on the back of the paper. So my first one is Bermuda Bay. It's a 1/4 inch smaller. So it is the 4 by 5 1/4. And then I took the next one, which is my DSP, and it's a 1/4 inch smaller again. I really wanted to see those frames. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue these two together. I don't know if there's an official name for this. I've seen several people do them. And like I said, the first time I had seen it was when I was actually at the onstage and saw them there. That's why I'm calling it a faux shaker card. To me, it's the easiest shaker card in the world. So here's our card front. We're just going to slip it into this envelope. Now, this is a little bigger, but we'll deal with that when we go to glue it down. It'll just fold over. So, but the first thing we have to do is put some shaker stuff in here. So I'm just going to open up, as long as I don't spill these all over the table. And then, so we're just gonna, whoop. All right, see if we can get some in there without dumping the whole thing in. How's that look? Maybe a little bit more. All right, put a lid back on them, Beth, before they go everywhere. Okay, so now that we have those in there, I want to close up my card. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to peel off this back. And then that allows me to get my card down in that bottom corner. Fold this over. And glue that down. I'm also going to take just some plain old Scotch tape and help hold that in place. Now the other thing you need to do is deal with this extra on the top. It can be on the top or the bottom depending on how you put this together. You're just going to fold that over also and make that snug. Okay? And we're going to tape that down also. My tape dispenser is giving me a hard time. So that's just going to hold that in place while we get it ready to put down on the card front. Look at that instant shaker card. Isn't it so much better than all the layers and the... Oh, I don't know that it's better, but it's an alternative. And for me, I like quick and easy. So that is quick and easy for me. So I'm going to bring in... Hey, Amy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a piece of this ribbon. I'm just going to cut that off. And I'm just going to tie it in a knot here. So nothing too fancy. Try to keep it a little bit straight here. Let's see. There we go. You get to watch me try to tie a knot and not lose my... All right. So I'm just going to trim these off. You can make them as short or as long as you want to. So look at that. We're almost done. Now, to attach this to my card front, I'm going to use tear and tape. Oh, Crystal, I'm glad you like it. So we're just going to line all these edges with some tear and tape. I tell you, I cannot wait for that catalog to go live next Tuesday. It will be available as a PDF on the website. If you want a hard copy of that, please just reach out and let me know. I'm happy to put one in the mail for you. Okay, there we go. So now we're just going to come in here. I like to use my Pick-a tool to separate the tape here. The one thing nice about the tear and tape on this, it seems to love to grab onto this cellophane bag. And so it sort of makes it easy to pull it off. I know sometimes I struggle with it because it's not sticking all the way down. And then when I try to peel off the paper, it picks up all of the tape. Crystal, you could make these very easily with a lot of these cellophane bags. All right. Yep. Here I was saying how easy it stuck down, and that one proved me wrong. There we go. All right. So we're just going to center this on the card front. There we go. And you have to shake it. I have a grandson. He's going to be 4. Hey, Heather. On the 10th of January, and I think he will love this card. So the other thing I wanted to do was just keep it simple on the front, right? Again, tonight for this card, it's all about how to make it easy for ourselves. So how we're going to do that is we're going to pull in the DSP. I bet you do know those scissors. So I'm going to actually just punch my ice cream cone out of what I'm calling this waffle cone paper. And then I'm going to grab, let me find another piece of this DSP. And I used this blue because I figured it matches the paper that I used. And so I'm just going to come in here and punch out the ice cream right out of that DSP. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here. Build myself a little ice cream cone. Look at that. Cute. Now I'm going to put some tear and tape on this again too to get it to stick down to that cellophane. You could use glue. It'll work just fine. But I have this in my hand and really want it to stick. So that's what I'm going to do. Everybody ready for the new year? So now I'm just going to lay that over. So if you remember a couple of weeks ago when we were together, I did some cards talking about the many messages. I absolutely love this set. And I told you I was going to keep a little bowl of all of these pre-stamped and cut out because I can do them. You can come craft on my deck in 2021. So, but what I also did is I just cut out some blanks and I keep them in this bowl. So when I had this one, I thought, you melt my heart. I picked it up. It fit perfect on top of that little mini Mates messages. So this is great to just have sitting on your desk when you're making something. So again, I'm just going to put a piece of tear and tape on this because I really want it to hold on when it's being shaken. Hey, Sheehan. So, but all right, are we still here? I think it paused. Can you guys see me? All right, awesome. It got paused there for a second. I apologize. Sheehan, I'm glad you like this because what you're looking at right here is little Juju's birthday card. So this is our little faux shaker card. If somebody knows a better name, please let me know. So there is our happy birthday. All right, so that's that one. And again, we just put the DSP on the back of the envelope, so it just adds something a little special to make it match. All right, are you ready for the next card? I just love this next card. Now, I will tell you, I didn't come up with this card. I saw another demo do this, so I cased this, copy and share everywhere. Her first name was Brelyn, but she said the first thing she saw when she did this was Minnie and Mickey Mouse. And I just thought the card was absolutely adorable. So I had to do a card like that. Confetti card. Good one, Bill. Or Barb. Why did I say Bill? Sorry about that, Barb. So this one, again, is just a really, really simple card. This one is the 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. And then to make this card base, I already have the card base prepped, so I'm not holding you up all night. On the inside, I just wrote treat yourself, and I put a piece of that DSP. And I have to tell you, this DSP is Christmas DSP. This is the heartwarming hugs that I made a lot of cards with and really, really enjoyed it. So I had that left over. To me, it looked like Mickey Mouse paper. Now the front is Whisper White, and again, that same Heartwarming Hugs DSP, but just because it's Christmas paper doesn't mean you can't use it elsewhere. And then I ran the Whisper White just through an embossing folder. You can use your favorite one. This happened to be, I think it's retired, it was Subtle. So it just adds, I don't know if you can see it on there, it just adds like a texture to it. So, and I have most of my pieces ready here in my little sophisticated tin to hold them all. The next thing we need was a circle cut. So this was cut using the largest stitch die in the stitch die set. And this is out of So Saffron. So we're just gonna take this and we're gonna glue that down. Now again, I mean, I know that I've said this before, I don't use a lot of dimensionals because I want to mail a lot of my cards. Bill, are we still doing okay? Somebody's saying they're having trouble with it.
It seems
glitchy?
It seems to be okay now.
Okay. All right. He's telling me it seems to be okay now. All right. So now to make the Mickeys and Minnies, it was really simple. And of course, I'm always forgetting something, aren't I? Let me grab a piece of black paper. All right. I store my paper in these envelopes, and then I put all the small pieces on the front. So I am just going to take this and cut out that little bit of ice cream. And there's our Mickey Mouse. So now the other thing I did is I cut one out of red, but I only need the bottom half. So really, get my paper scissors here, not my ribbon scissors. You just have to cut that off. And then we're going to glue that on the bottom half. of Mickey Mouse. So it's really the illusion, right? When you see something like this, it doesn't have to be a perfect Mickey Mouse, but we have the illusion that it is. Okay, and then for Minnie Mouse, to make it look like her, she needed that bow on her head. So I had a really old retired Minnie heart. And so I just took that and punched those out. And I'm going to get my small glue jar here. This is a quilling glue jar that I just open this up and pour into here so I can use the finer tip. So that way I get a much smaller speck of glue. So I'm going to put those together. Put some glue on the back here. Come on, stay together. And then we're just going to put that on Minnie. Now, for the center of Minnie's bow, I found another old punch. This was out of Bitty Blossoms. But you could use a 1/4 inch punch, whatever you happen to have. I just wanted to get this little dot. So again, I'm going to use my little tiny all right. We're going to put that right in the center there. Thanks, Crystal. So, all right. So now I have their 2 heads. Oh, we need the little dots for Mickey's pants, so to speak. So again, I'm just going to use a dot. If you have a little 1/4 inch, whatever you happen to have. And then I'm going to use this little tiny glue thing again. Put those little dots on. There we go. So now these that I have are just this popsicle stick, and then I did some feel. You could also add like the grain on it in different colors and textures. This was just Sahara sand with some crumb cake on it. I am just going to take this and glue it to the back. So it sort of looks like an ice cream sandwich. Now, I did see somebody that did theirs, and they did it with brown paper to make it look like a fudgesicle. I just wanted it to look more like Mickey and Minnie, so I used the black paper. There's no right or wrong way. Just have fun with it. All right. I think I did pop these up. So let me bring in some dimensionals here. And I'm going to use some little dimensionals for the... we'll just use it on all of them. Oh, these things are so tiny, and I just cut all my nails off. So, take those off. On my trash bin here, these are going to be all over the floor. I think I have them all. So we'll just put Minnie down there. Go ahead and we'll put some on Mickey. Come on. They want to stick to me. Hi, Shayna. Thanks for joining us. I just have so much fun making these cards and sharing them with you. But like I said, remember that catalog goes on sale or goes live on Tuesday. Bill's going to get the newsletter out tomorrow, I hope. So it'll have a January hostess code in there. So if your order is under 150, I would appreciate you using the hostess code. All right. So then the only thing I have left here is the happy birthday. Again, this is 3.5 by 1 and then 1/8 of an inch bigger on the background. And I'm going to just peel these off. I have to put my thumbnail into that. It lifts up the edges a little bit, makes it easier for me to peel those off. Okay, and then this one just looked like it needed some bling. So I brought back out those red rhinestones. And we're just going to stick a couple of those on there. Look at that. All done. Among all my mess. So one of the things I also wanted to tell you, since we've been making these cards, you'll notice I kept saying we were using Whisper White on all of our cards tonight, right? Whisper White envelopes, Whisper White inserts. So this one, the base was Whisper White. Stampin' Up! Is retiring Whisper White. Thank you, Linda. So they're going to be coming out with a new white. It's basic white. There will be a time where the basic white will overlap with the Whisper White. Basic white will be available in all the same sizes that you get your Whisper White today. It's got a slightly cooler undertone, but it's still a great paper. It's been thoroughly vetted and tested. In the newsletter that will be coming out, Bill will include a link to a video that you can watch about it. I know, Heather. And they'll show you. It works great. It cuts great. It's very the same quality. So make sure you watch that. Whisper White, like I said, will be available for a while until it runs out, even once the basic white comes in. So you'll be able to do both for a short while as long as supplies last. Oh, but I wanted to make sure that I told you that. So again, there's the cards tonight. I just think this Minnie and Mickey ice cream is so adorable. So I was so pleased to be able to case that from another demonstrator. This was just that simple card with just DSP, and then our faux shaker cards. So I hope you enjoyed this evening. And the catalog and the celebrations will be out on Tuesday. Remember to check it out. If you have any questions or you want a hard copy, let me know. I'll put it in the mail. So I really appreciate everybody joining me. I hope everybody has a very safe and happy new year. And thank you for your support and friendship. It means a lot. Thank you. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.